Healers. Love to have them, hate to play them. Is the usual mindset of most guardians in Destiny. Except for this motherfucker right here. I am addicted to finding healer builds in almost every game that I play. I've always wanted to have one in Destiny 2. Hours of build combinations and theory crafting and testing, but to no result. The main issue has been consistent healing numbers and AoE. Nothing out there really solving this issue. No guns, no exotics, nothing. That is, until the final shape released. And in this video, I will show my fellow warlocks how to properly achieve that healing dream. And to throw away that fucking well in the process. While everything else can be left up to preference, the subclass build is dependent on three things, and that is going to be the healing grenade, the touch of flame aspect, and the ember of benevolence fragment. The healing grenade is understandable, I hope. Anyway, the touch of flame aspect is going to increase the potency of certain grenades. This includes healing grenade, making your healing stronger. The Ember of Benevolence fragment is going to increase the regeneration of you and your teammates' discipline, strength, and recovery for a short time whenever you apply cure or restoration. Now is the armor, and this is where the final shape partially comes into play. Upon legendary campaign completion, you'll have access to the Speaker's Sight. This exotic armor turns Warlock healing grenades into healing sentries. God damn bless you, sir! Anyways, your primary stats are going to be resilience and discipline to deal with the pressure from damage from enemies and being able to throw out grenades as fast as possible. For your mods, Speaker Sight is going to be using Heavy Ammo Scout, Heavy Ammo Finder, and Solar Siphon to keep your heavy weapons loaded and passive orb generation for your team. For your chest, it's going to be 2 stacks of charged up. Nothing complex, just adds extra armor charge slots. For your gloves, impact induction and focusing strike, lowering your grenade and rift cooldown by using abilities. For your legs is going to be Absolution and Solar Scavenger, gives you ability energy on rift use, as well as more heavy ammo for solar weapons. And for your bond is going to be 2 stacks of Bomber and Fonts of Restoration for even more grenade energy on rift use and a boost to your recovery when you have an armor charge. Now that your mods are all set up to your exotic, I can show you where the true healing begins. As well as Final Shape's other part, which comes in the form of the No Hesitations auto rifle, the first of its frame, support frame, which states that dealing damage to enemies and then hip firing at your allies will heal them, eventually applying restoration. The roles you are going to be wanting are Physique and Incandescent, which fully completes that glaring gap that solar builds usually have when they're trying to heal, and it also procs Ember of Benevolence. Other than that, it's entirely up to you. And that's your support build. The game loop is based around staying a little further behind your teammates, throwing grenades and positioning rifts at strategic points for your teammates to push up, and the healing from the No Hesitation rifle will cover them as they make that push. Ember of Benevolence will give your grenade, melee, and class ability a recharge rate similar to Nezarec Sin at tier 10 stats, allowing you to continue the loop of keeping your friends alive and happy. There are a couple of suggestions and recommendations I will make, just to really bring out the versatility and overall support of the build. The first one is Song of Flame. This super revolves around alternating your grenade and melee for scorch stacks and ignitions, fantastic for burning down larger units with very fast ad clear. My second recommendation is going to be weapons. Since this build is not focused on large damage numbers of being directly in front of an enemy, ranged options are encouraged. A good combo is the Arbalist and Taipan Linear Fusion Rifle. This still gives you lethality, but from the comfort of your own healing domain. And for the final suggestion, and this is more just like a guideline, is that this build is very team oriented, both for your abilities and general success wise. For maximum effectiveness, try and have your teammates in your sightlines as often as possible. But yeah, make sure to experiment with the build to make it truly custom to you and show fellow Guardians that a healer is not only now possible in Destiny 2, but totally effective. Thanks for watching, and here's some unedited gameplay of the build.